Shalom, brothers and sisters. Grace, mercy, and peace be unto you from Yahuwah, our Father, and Yahusha. He is the Messiah, the one that carries the burden of Yah, his voice, our high priest, soon coming King. Hear, O Yeshua, Yahuwah, who is our mighty one. He is one. There is no other mighty one in existence than Yahuwah, and Yahusha is his voice. This is Brother Daoud coming to you again with the 13th month delusion. It is sweeping the globe. Billions of people are participants. Did you know that a delusional person cannot distinguish between fantasy and reality? Today, you're going to find out whether you're delusional or not. Even the most intelligent people have fallen into this 13th month delusion. To expose it, I have to place you in a therapist patient relationship. I'm the therapist. My patient's name? John Intercalate. Let's begin. The therapist speaks. Good morning, John. How are you? John answers, Oh, all is well. We're just preparing for our Passover. And this year, I have to add a 13th month. The therapist looks at John and says, How are you going to do that? John answers, Well, I'll just add an additional month to Pope Gregory's calendar to find the Passover. The therapist asked John, Is that in your instruction manual? In other words, he's asking John, Is that in the Bible? John says, No. The therapist asked then, Why do you do that? John answers, Because if you let the moon drift away from the sun in a few years, your Passover will be all the way back in the winter months. The therapist looks at John with an inquisitive look and then asks, Does your adjustment on paper change the rotations of the sun, the moon, and the stars in the heavens? John pauses. He thinks. He remembers he's at his therapist's office. If he says no, then he understands that what he is doing is delusional. It's fruitless. There's no benefit if it does not change the rotations in the heavens. If he says, yes, it changes the rotations in the heavens, then the therapist knows John is really sick. He's going to need medication. His delusion has taken hold of his mind. So you see, brothers and sisters, John is caught in a catch 22. Whichever answer he gives will dictate the next stage in this therapist-patient relationship. And the next stage is usually medication. Yahoo, chapter 14, verse 22. Listen to the questions that Yahoo is going to ask. Are there any among the vanities of the Gentiles that can cause rain? Vanities. Vain. Empty. Worthless. Without merit. Are there any of the empty, worthless adjustments of the Gentiles that can cause rain? That's what he's asking. Or can the heavens give showers? In other words, he's asking, can the heavens give showers on its own? Are not you he, O Yahuwah? Therefore, we, those that love him, those that will keep his commandments, those who trust in him, will wait. They will not move ahead. They will not adjust the calendar, following the vain actions of the Gentiles, but instead, we that love him will wait on him. For you have made all these things. It's fruitless to follow the Gentiles. He's the creator. He gave you time in the heavens. If you make an adjustment, you will not be on his time. You will be on Gentilian time. Shalom.